Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Can I get a hello there? 10 choices you'll regret in 20 years. Becoming your greatest version, you're having this conversation with yourself saying, woo, I'm happy I made that choice, or what would happen if I made that choice? When I realized the future was a continuation of this very present moment, I paid more attention to right now and the choices I was making. And back then, I had a whole list of choices that I would regret in 20 years if I never changed. Number one was continuing to eat junk food 24/7. A lot of us say it tastes good, instant gratification, tastes sweet. But many of us, when we are aware that disease makes money, there is no money to be made in the cure. Do you want to end up in a hospital? That's what I was asking myself. I said, no. Avoid those long queues. So I made the choice to start eating healthier plant-based foods. I became stronger instantly. A lot of us, we are making a choice that is impacting our life forever. So I know the power of eating to live, and I haven't looked back since. Number two is working in a crummy job. Some people say, I hate my job. And guess what? You're going to be in your job for the next 20 years if you have that same attitude. Because it's all about taking the radical action to leave. A lot of people, we go into work, we check the time and say, oh no, I've got another 8 hours of this. When I go into work, I say, woo, another 8 hours of this. Because ask yourself, are you creating your own world or are you helping build someone else's? I say life is too short for games. That's why every day I do what I love, because we are sovereign beings. We are the only species that has to pay to live and eat. So once I decided that you can live your dream, life became that much more enjoyable. Number three is stepping outside of your comfort zone. If you are afraid to take risks, to face your fear. As soon as I finished university, I was on a plane to Brazil, in Ipanema, mango juice to the side, beautiful sunshine. I said, hey, this is it. Only that moment mattered. And it was the most wonderful feeling in the world. A lot of us, we're living in that same old pattern, bringing the same old results, taking ourselves way too seriously. I saw that you have to always do something new to grow and expand, and I haven't looked back since. Number four is not building meaningful relationships, not making time for those that matter to you. I work a lot, and recently I've been realizing that if you don't take the time to spend with certain family and friends, you are going to be holding the trophy all alone. Happiness is best shared. But how many of us are so consumed with our lifestyle that we have no time for anyone? Wait a minute, you don't even have time to brush your teeth. How are you going to have time for me? So I always honor wonderful connections. Connect with those who remind you who you are. Number 5 is not diving deep. Diving deep is going down that rabbit hole. Because a lot of us, we are trying to fit in. We are trying to be normal. Krishnamurti said, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." You know what time it is. We're in a matrix, and to free your mind, you have to start asking questions. I am not a nationality. No, I'm sorry. I am not a race. I'm sorry. I am not a political party. No, I am awake. When you reclaim back your power, now it is over. You don't have to look back and say, "Oh, I wish I read that book that could expand my consciousness." You just smile like a boss. Number 6 is pretending. How many of us are wearing a mask? A new mask for a different person. "Oh, hi, Mom. Who are you?" "Oh, I love you." So many different facial expressions. But once you step into your true authenticity, how you speak to your mother will be how you speak to your best friend or your colleague at work, because it is you and you are not ashamed of who you are. A lot of us, we are living a double life. I was for a long time. I didn't even know who I was. I still don't know who I am. Help me. It's beautiful to step into your true authenticity. I say it's all about losing the persona, the mask, stripping away the layers. And it does wonders. Number 7 is not embracing enough nature. Ecotherapy. I love taking a walk every single day into a park. A beautiful park that will calm you down. Listen to the birds and just relax. But how many of us don't take the time to reconnect back to nature? That's why so many of us are more stressed out than ever. Because we are living in this world where we are all chasing all of these material possessions. And that's fine. But at the same time, nature loves you. It will keep you grounded. It will help your mental, emotional, and physical health. Number 8 is waiting. The waiting game. Being a spectator. I made the choice to step into radical action. I was tired of watching. In fact, my eyes were hurting. And waiting, sometimes we say, well, I don't want to make the investment. It costs too much money. I've spent so much money, and guess what? I've got it all back, because money is just an illusion. Nothing is going to stop me in my endeavors. Why? Because being free is your birthright. Life is short. Even if you were to live 1,000 years, that's nothing more than a drop in the ocean. Number 9 is accumulating stuff you don't need for a room you don't have. Just today, I put a bed outside of my house, which I got rid of. And someone came, took it away. I said, thank you. It's amazing when you get rid of stuff. But how many of us, our rooms are like overcrowded museums. We don't even know what we have in there. A lot of us, we're afraid to open that wardrobe. You know what you're gonna find. So I love decluttering, and you just feel alive when you do it. And lastly, number 10 is living with regrets. When we feel guilty, which is an emotion which doesn't serve us, it doesn't do anything. It keeps us blocked energetically. So my motto is to live with no regrets, by taking care of the present moment. Living with no regrets is about doing what you love every single day. And that's what I'm doing right now. And it's all about not putting too much pressure on yourself, just to relax into the truth of who you are. We are here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.